Hello everyone, welcome to Everything Arsenal, and obviously this video is supposed to be about the Carabao Cup semi-final draw, but that is still 30 minutes away because the games are still going on. On my TV right now I have Liverpool against Leicester. On my phone I have Tottenham against West Ham. The Liverpool game might have been already done by now. Leicester looking good to go through. Tottenham West Ham game is still open, and obviously the Brentford Chelsea game is still open as well. So we will definitely be, where the hell am I on screen anyway? We will definitely be taking a look at how these games end before obviously they end. And Liverpool have actually scored a second goal, so very, very interesting. 3-2. Jota's just scored, so Liverpool could still go through, man. Liverpool could still go through. I didn't even realize I wasn't on screen. I'm so focused on the football. Let's see which teams go through. Currently, the live scores, Liverpool have just scored, so let's change that to Liverpool 2, Leicester 3. Still very, very, very good game. What a goal from Jota. Left foot finish. Jota is a really good player. I still don't know why we didn't get Jota. So the games are still going on. I'm watching Tottenham and I'm watching Liverpool. I have Brentford live scores, so let's see how it goes. Let's just change this score. So Liverpool have scored a second. We could still have 2 or 3 penalty shootouts today. We could still see penalty shootouts. So let's see how it goes. Still 20 minutes to go. RK, I am doing good. The draw has not yet started because the games have not yet ended. So we are taking a look at the last 20 minutes of these games. We are favorites now. Tactical says if Liverpool go out, I'd say yes. I'd say yes. Over 2 legs, I'd imagine we should beat Brentford. Over 2 legs, I'd imagine we should beat a Chelsea team that will be resting players. Over 2 legs, we should beat Leicester. Over 2 legs, against Liverpool, it's difficult because you might beat them in the first leg, and then in the second leg, they just decide to play the likes of Jota and all those first team players. The good thing is, even if Liverpool go through, I wouldn't mind facing them because the likes of Salah and Mane will be at African Cup of Nations anyway. But as it stands right now, Liverpool are losing 3-2, still 20 minutes to go. Chelsea are drawing 0-0. Chelsea have actually won 2 penalty shootouts already this season. And the other game is Tottenham beating West Ham. I'd love us to beat Tottenham, but I really wouldn't want to face them in over 2 legs. I prefer an easier game like for team because Tottenham are going to take this competition very seriously. West Ham looking better in the second half. I have it on the other screen. I was really focusing on the Liverpool Leicester game. I watched Brentford and Chelsea the first 30 minutes. I've not watched Tottenham in the second half yet, but I'll have it on another screen. Let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. I've put a poll in the chat asking which team you prefer facing. Like, do you prefer the winner from Liverpool, Leicester? Do you prefer the winner over Tottenham, West Ham? Do you prefer the winner between Brentford, Chelsea? Personally, for me, I'd want Chelsea to go out and then we face Brentford over 2 legs. We beat them home and away just because of what they did against us at the beginning of the season. But let's see how it goes. Over 2 legs, we beat Tottenham 10-0. Yeah, but I know it's just a joke, but they will take this competition seriously, unlike the likes of Liverpool, who are not bothered with this competition at all. So I prefer facing a team that is totally not bothered to make our work easier. I do think we're still favorites because of the kind of lineup we have. When City's not there, anyone can win the competition. So let's see how it goes this last 20 minutes. I'm pretty sure we'll still see at least 1 penalty shootout today. I think we'll definitely see at least 1 penalty shootout. So Liverpool on the attack, though. Liverpool have definitely not gone out yet. Can't let Tottenham win a trophy. Yeah, we need West Ham to score fast. We need West Ham to score fast to prevent that cookie. Hope you're good as well. I mean, our game, we are very likely to get Sunderland because all the other teams are going to fight, the likes of Liverpool, Chelsea. But yeah, let's see. I definitely do not want Tottenham to win, but I also do not want Tottenham to play against us and then eliminate us. That would be terrible. If Tottenham actually played against us and put us out, that would be terrible because basically we'd have let them. Liverpool on the attack here, it could be 3-3. Firmino. They don't have Salah, they don't have Mane, they don't have Van Dijk, they don't have Fabinho, they don't have Trent, Robertson. They actually don't of their players, but they still play second half after bringing on Jota. So Jota is pretty good of a player. But so far, 20 minutes to go. Tottenham winning, Leicester winning, Chelsea and Brentford drawing. I'm pretty sure we'll see at least 1 penalty shootout today. So that will mean the draw will be all the way maybe 45 past, or maybe even on the hour, maybe 10 o'clock UK time. That could be the draw time. See, I'm trying to log into the Tottenham game. Brighton is down. Leicester now trying to waste time. That they should have been 4-1 ahead in the first half. They should have had their fourth goal, but they missed so many chances. And now they're having to hold on. And Liverpool at home, whichever team they're playing, whether it's Minamino, whether it's Salah, they're always very, very good at home. So let's see. They're fighting here. Not even Conte can save Tottenham from a battering. It happens everywhere they go. You're very confident in terms of two legs. I'm not confident when it's two legs. When it's one leg, I'm sure you can beat any of these teams. When it's two legs, you just never know. You might win the first leg, and then the second leg, teams just improve, Anything could happen in the second leg. Lamin says, good evening, Glenn. How are you? I don't mind Spurs because we are good. We don't have to avoid anyone. Greetings. Thank you. I do get you, but obviously you'd prefer like a Brentford home and away. I think that would be easier. We could still have Chelsea, Liverpool, and Tottenham in the next round, and then I would prefer facing Tottenham. I definitely prefer also facing Liverpool because they don't take this competition seriously. You won't come up against the likes of Salah and Mane, but when you play Tottenham, you're going to come up against the likes of Son and Kane. Any team, bring on any team. I've put a poll in the chat, and one of the options is any team. If you're feeling so confident you think we can beat any team, let's go ahead. But still 20 minutes to go. Let's wait for whatever team is coming. And those games will be in January, by the way. I think something like January 6th or 7th, and the return leg the following week. We're actually going to play Tottenham in the league after Man City. So if we actually draw Tottenham in the next round, there's a possibility that you're going to play Tottenham 3 times in like 10 days. That's how good it will be. We'll play them in the league at their ground, and then we'll probably play them at the Emirates in the Carabao Cup, and then also play them away from home again in the Carabao Cup. So there's a chance there of playing Tottenham 3 times in a week. That would be interesting. Imagine beating them in all 3 of those games. That would be superb. Our first team is leagues better than Spurs. Yeah, it is. I think it is. They always say like their manager is better and all that crap, but not from what you've seen so far. Like I think the last few games you've been playing well. I have a lot of trust in this team. Definitely have a lot of trust in this team. That's a yellow card for Maddison. He's really picked up his game recently. Gutted that you didn't buy him. Really upped his game, but Odegaard has been doing the job. Especially Kane. If we get Spurs, we might want to rest players to avoid these mad tackles. We'll play if we draw them. We'll play him 3 times in a week. So that would be interesting. Still 15 minutes to go in the Leicester game. I have the Tottenham game here. Still 15 minutes to go, and I have the Chelsea game here. 12 minutes to go. It's difficult. I should probably have done a watch along for all the games today. I just realized like at halftime I was like, oh no, yeah, it could have been a good idea to like watch all of them at the same time since you're going to play one of them. But which teams do you prefer? Tactical, let's say Tottenham. Cookie, which team do you prefer? Okay, which team do you want to face? Lamin, which team do you want to face? I actually said Tottenham, right? I don't mind Spurs. Yeah, I did say I don't mind Spurs. I want Leicester to go through, though. If Liverpool go out, then I think we're favourites for this competition. If Liverpool and Chelsea both go out, there's no excuse for not winning this competition. Kane is washed. He scored against a B team, Liverpool, and their fans are treating him like his God gift. He's been terrible this season. By now, Kane usually has like 15 goals. I think he has like only 1 or something or 2. I think he scored against Newcastle as well or something. Not that I care anyway. Still 10 minutes to go in the Chelsea game. Still drawing 0-0. Chelsea have actually had 2 penalty shootouts already this season in the Carabao Cup and 1 in the Super Cup against Villarreal, and they won all 3 of them. So they're pretty good from penalties. I'd love them to go out. Though if Chelsea go out, our chances improve by miles again. Last on the attack here again. Vardy, Daka, is this Iheanacho? Should be a goal. Come on. That was an easy chance for Leicester. Should have been 4. Chelsea have scored in the 80th minute. Just as I say that, Chelsea scored in the 80th minute. Definitely knew it was coming. Chelsea have scored in the 8th minute. Goal for Chelsea. That is a team I want to avoid in the next round. Goal for Chelsea. 1-0 to Chelsea. Brentford should be ashamed losing to a third team, Chelsea. Goal for Chelsea in the 80th minute. There is no VAR in this competition, so it's definitely not going to be disallowed. As it stands, it's going to be Arsenal, Tottenham, Leicester, Chelsea in the next round. I'd love to see Tottenham versus Chelsea in the next round. That I would definitely love to see. Let me put the Chelsea game here. Where you? I want to see who scored for them. They did have so many youngsters on that pitch. Who scored for Chelsea? Brentford, Chelsea, got it. And Liverpool could also score here. Lucas says, I think Conte is an overrated manager personally. So James came on, he crossed for, is that an own goal? Oh my goodness, the Brentford player actually scored an own goal. What a calamity. 1-0 to Chelsea, Brentford on goal. Yep, as Cookie said, Brentford on goal. My brother, what you're doing is very good because it's educational to everyone, especially for the youngsters. May God bless and guide you. Well, I don't think it's that much, Lamin, but I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. Liverpool on the attack here. Good defending. 78 minutes gone in the Liverpool game. Liverpool are a team that are very, very strong at home. Like even with 5 minutes left, you could see a Liverpool goal coming from somewhere, whichever team they're playing. Oh no, how can Brentford let them score? I pray we don't face Chelsea. I don't want to face Chelsea over 2 legs because they still have a good team. Stamford Bridge, Emirates. I mean, they saw what they did to us at the beginning of the season, and I think they'll still take this competition seriously as well. So all the other teams, maybe not Chelsea over 2 legs. Over 1 leg in any cup competition, if you're playing Chelsea in the final, well and good, let's go. But over 2 legs, not so fun. We've actually not been in the semi-final of the Carabao Cup in a while. I think the last time we were there, we played Chelsea over 2 legs, like back in 2018 or something. But yeah, 10 minutes to go. Liverpool losing, West Ham losing, Brentford losing. As it stands, we have no penalty shootout to look out for. Really hoping Chelsea were going to go on to penalties. Who did Chelsea bring on in the second half? They took off Kovacic, Vale, Bell, Barkley, and brought in James, Pulisic, Jorginho, Mount, Kante. So they brought in the big boys. Chelsea needed the big boys to escape from this game. I mean, we only needed Patino to down the other team. So Chelsea need all their big boys. Chelsea versus Spurs, Arsenal versus Leicester to take, yeah, I'd definitely be happy with that. But I remember Cookie saying, I think it was some time back, I think it was the draw for one of the competitions. This is the Carabao Cup in the round 3 or something. There's a competition. There's one time Cookie said, you're definitely going to have a London derby somewhere. And I think, was it us who got the London derby or Chelsea? I think this time we might definitely get a London derby, either Chelsea or Tottenham. Perfect draw, Tottenham, Chelsea, us versus Leicester. Yep. These days, I don't fear going to their ground, the King Power Stadium. We've won there the last 2 times we've been there, so I'm happy with that. There'll be no penalties, I believe. Unfortunately, the penalties are usually very entertaining, and Chelsea are attacking again. I hope they don't score again. If it's 2-0, that's game over. Liverpool still 10 minutes, Tottenham still 7 minutes, and Chelsea still 6 minutes to go. And then the draw will probably be 10. Chelsea penalty. Yep. That's how the game goes away from you that quickly when you're playing quality teams like that. Like 8 minutes, 0-0. 2 minutes later, Chelsea have a chance to go 2-0 ahead. And it was a goalkeeper foul on, who is this? Pulisic. Pulisic was fouled by the goalkeeper. So Lamin said that there will be no penalties. Yep, but there will be a penalty for Chelsea right now. I don't know who's going to take it for them. The Jorginho is on the pitch. He was on the bench, but he's now on the pitch. He'll probably score. Brentford have let us down. Chance for Chelsea to go 2-0 up, and he scores. Chelsea are 2-0 up, and Chelsea are through to the next round as The Leicester goalkeeper Schmeichel makes a wonderful save from Keita. Could have been 3-3. That's a goal for Chelsea. That's game over in that stadium. So Chelsea could be the first opponent we might be facing. That's 2-0 to Chelsea. Yeah, Jorginho rarely misses his penalties. I know he's missed a few recently, but rarely. You can never bet against him missing. So Tottenham leading 2-1, Liverpool losing 3-2, and Chelsea now winning 2-0. That's game over at Brentford's Community Stadium. Liverpool on the attack could easily be 3-3 anytime from now, or Leicester to counter-attack them and score the fourth. Tottenham West Ham still a bit quiet. I can change the channel to the Tottenham game now. So just do that. Tottenham Chelsea game is over. So let's keep an eye on Liverpool and Tottenham as well. If we get Tottenham, reminder, we will probably play them 3 times in a week. We have a Premier League game against them in January, and then probably 2 cup games. Chelsea, our game against them has been postponed because of that time they will go to UAE to play in the Club World Cup. So our game has been postponed against Chelsea already for the Premier League. That will be played somewhere in April or something. Still 5 minutes to go at Tottenham's ground, and still 7 minutes to go at Liverpool's ground. I'd love to get West Ham. Arsenal have Moyes. I'd love to get Arsenal have Moyes' number. Yeah, you're actually right. We've beat Moyes so many times, especially him being away at Arsenal. We always beat him. So let's see how that goes. If West Ham take out Tottenham, I'd be very happy. I mean, we've been lucky with a couple of draws this season. From last season as well, we did get Slavia Prague when we wanted Slavia Prague. We got Olympiacos when we wanted Olympiacos. We got the likes of Dundalk and Rapid Vienna in the group stage. This season, we got West Brom in round 2. We got Sunderland when you could have faced any of these teams. So can we be lucky again? Let's see. If lucky again means Arsenal against Leicester, Tottenham against Chelsea, that's what lucky again means here. Unlucky is Tottenham against Leicester and then Chelsea against Arsenal. This is a competition we have to try and win. This is a competition I definitely want to win. For TV ratings, I do think they like to see a London derby in the final. Instead, look at the Champions League draw. They're shady. I think they'll still see a London derby in the next round anyway, even if Chelsea draw Arsenal or Chelsea draw Leicester, Arsenal draw Tottenham. I don't expect Leicester to reach the final. Over 2 legs, whichever team they face, they'll probably go out. So, I mean, we've never ever. When was the last time we saw Arsenal against Tottenham in a final? I've never seen one ever since I started supporting Arsenal. I don't think I've ever seen Tottenham against Arsenal in a final. That would be big, even though it's just, as they say, it's just the Carabao Cup. Arsenal versus Tottenham in a final would be something, man. That would be a chance for Tottenham to win their first trophy in ages, a chance for Arsenal to stop Tottenham. That would be fantastic. I'm watching Chamberlain on this screen. We're talking about Arsenal. So many Arsenal players I'm seeing right now. West Ham are not really attacking as much as I want them to. And Liverpool, 5 minutes to go in the Liverpool game. Hopefully, Leicester hold on. Harke says Arsenal will face Tottenham. Ready Steady says, hope Leicester manage to win. Yep, really hope so. If they concede right now, it's still penalties. It's still a lottery, but Leicester, I don't know. Leicester, Liverpool penalties, any team could still win. So at least they won't lose. The possibility of them conceding 2 goals right now is very minimal. The likes of Salah not there. But as I say that, Liverpool on the attack here. Anything is possible. Ready, Steady. Minamino, poor touch. Imagine the banter when we beat them in the final. Yeah, imagine the banter if they beat us, though. Let's look at both ways, tactical. What team do you want to draw? Leicester City, definitely. If it was one leg like it was last season, I'd be happy with any team. But over two legs, basically, even if you win the first leg, you're giving the other team an opportunity to win the second leg and to come back. So unless you have like a 3-0 lead from the first leg, anything could still happen in the second leg. And it would be too much for us Arsenal fans to handle Manchester City on January 1st, Tottenham in a North London derby on January, I think 5th or something, 4th there in the Premier League, and then also play again against Chelsea or Tottenham over two legs. So I prefer Leicester. I think we have the beating of Leicester, home or away. Although with that said, I do expect Leicester to take this competition seriously. Liverpool don't take this competition seriously. Chelsea, when they rotate players, I'd imagine you have the ability of beating them with our second team. If it's second team against second team, if they field whatever they fielded today with the likes of Saul and those kind of players, I'd imagine you should beat them. I think it's so hard to predict, but I want Leicester anyway. Firmino is overrated. Liverpool fans love him. Personally, I wouldn't take him in my team, but Liverpool fans want him. Whenever you're even playing Football Manager or FIFA or whatever, I never ever sign Firmino. I never even consider signing him. 3 minutes added on in the Tottenham game. Still 2 minutes to 90 minutes in the Liverpool game. Chelsea, all good and through. They've been added 3 minutes, but all good for them already through. Booked their place in the next round. PSG are losing. I did hear that Pochettino could be sacked. He's losing a couple of games he shouldn't be losing. Napoli are losing as well. There goes the title. But anyway, we are here to talk about the Carabao Cup, not the other leagues. Their second team beat our first team in preseason. Yeah, but in preseason, tactical, Ramsdale was not an Arsenal player. Tomiyasu was not an Arsenal player. Odegaard was not an Arsenal player. Lokonga was there fine. Tavares was not there. He didn't play in that game. Thomas Partey was injured. He was not in that game. Martinelli was still injured. He was not in that game. So the team that played against Chelsea in preseason, we lost at the Emirates. We had Holding, Chambers. I don't know if Bellerin played. I think Bellerin played, so no problem. Would you rather want us to win the Carabao and the FA Cup, both, and or Champions League football next season? Champions League football next season, man. I think that opens for us so many doors that we haven't had opened the last few years. Ready, steady. I mean, if you get Champions League football, you can basically players that we thought you couldn't sign could come, like the Fiorentina striker, the Juventus players we've been linked to. It would be easier for us to get those kind of players. I definitely want a cup. An FA Cup or Carabao Cup would be nice. Imagine if we did both, though, already steady. Imagine qualifying for the top four and winning one of the cups. But if it is either or, I'd go for Champions League football next season. I think we'll be able to build our squad. But with that said as well, it's just like 60%, 40%, because the 40% is I want a cup, because even the Carabao Cup, I know people kind of hate the Carabao Cup, the Liverpools and stuff, but I can just imagine, when we were winning the FA Cup, Saka didn't really play that season. Smith Rowe, I don't even think he's an Arsenal player that season. Martinelli didn't really play a lot that season. So a cup for these young players, Saka, Smith Rowe, Martinelli, Patino, winning a cup would be something special. Even if it's just the Carabao Cup, I'd celebrate so much for them. So early on in the career, for them to win a trophy, the confidence will be even higher next season. So the Tottenham game is about to go to full time. It's about what am I saying? The Tottenham game is about to finish. Thank you for the super chat, RK. Smash the like button. Road to 10K. Amazing stream. Thank you. Tottenham game is over. Tottenham are through. Chelsea are through. Arsenal are through. That's already big. There's definitely going to be one big clash there. Martinelli and Partey played, but Partey went off with an injury. Oh, yeah, I remember. That's the game he actually picked up an injury and then he was out for like a month or two. I remember that. Yeah, that's the game he got injured. And then we missed him for like a month or two. He wasn't there for the whole game, though. Thank you for the super chat. Okay, so let me just write this down. Tottenham are through, sadly. Tottenham are through 2-1, Chelsea 2-0. So still one game to go, still 5 minutes to go in the Liverpool game. So we can fully focus on that one. And then the draw will be directly after. They're definitely going to be a big game. So I'd love to avoid Chelsea. Anyway, let's just see. We'll have the answers in the next 30 minutes. I don't like saying, let's avoid this one, let's play this one. Liverpool on the attack here. Gomez. A chance for Liverpool. Chamberlain off target. Poor. That's why we sold you. So the scores, Arsenal beating Sunderland 5-1, Chelsea beating Brentford 2-0, Tottenham beating West Ham 2-1, and Leicester currently beating Liverpool 3-2. A really rotated Liverpool team. No Salah, no Mane. Fabinho is out with an illness. Same with Van Dijk. All of them tested positive. So basically a rotated team. 4 minutes to go before the final whistle in the Liverpool game. Liverpool are so relentless. You can't really trust yourself, even if you're ahead at Anfield. Minamino, Liverpool have all the attackers on. Minamino, Josh are the ones they have available to them. Chelsea. I don't know how Chelsea have actually reached this stage of the competition. They won 2 of those games through penalties, and then now they just scored 2 goals in the last 5 minutes. Oxlade-Chamberlain, I can't even spell his name. His girlfriend is a singer, though. I actually realized that the other day. I've forgotten the group. But Chamberlain's girlfriend is actually a well-known singer. I didn't actually know that. I've forgotten the group. Some famous girl group. Liverpool wants a penalty here, but there is no VAR in this competition. The only hard team left is Chelsea. I agree with you, Eagle. We have the power to beat Leicester, Tottenham. We have a chance of winning the cup. Come on, you Gunners. Yeah, the good thing with the Carabao Cup, you can win the Carabao Cup early, nice and early, and focus on the top 4 in the league. And where after you win the Carabao Cup, even if you go out of the FA Cup, the heart is just a bit. Yeah, there you go. Felix said little mix. Yep, there you go. That's the group. Oh, Liverpool have scored. You can't make these things up. Liverpool have scored in the 95th minute. I just told you guys they're very relentless. They are very relentless at home. They'll keep on going and going and going. So Liverpool have scored 3-3. This is heading to penalties. Leicester have bottled this. Yeah, Little Mix is the group. Statical and Alexei. Little Mix is the group. 3-3. Liverpool. What a comeback. What a comeback. Minamino scoring in the 95th minute. I knew that would happen. Well, can we start choosing again? Would you prefer Liverpool, Chelsea, or Tottenham? Let's correct this comment again, Eagle. I think Liverpool could still be there. If Liverpool go through here, we'll have 2 huge games in the Carabao Cup semi-finals. Leicester have well and truly bottled it. Now, the positive is we get to see penalty shootout live. We get to see a penalty shootout live if Liverpool don't score again, for goodness sake, in the last 30 seconds. 3-3, yep. Anfield. This is a ground I would not like to visit again. This is a ground I don't want to visit again. So 6 minutes gone. The referee should be blowing the whistle soon. I want Leicester to win. Yeah, definitely supporting Leicester in the penalty shooter, but I don't want to support Leicester and then Tottenham get Leicester in the semi-final. Leicester biggest bottle jobs. I was watching the first half. Vardy had a one-on-one chance and he hit the post. He could have made it 4-1 and that would have been game over. Maddison as well. That's it. Referee, just blow the whistle and let's have penalties. It feels good to actually book your place in the next round nice and early, and you just watch every other team struggling to come and lose against you in the next round. So let's see how the poll is doing. I think I can change that quickly now. Full time in the Liverpool game, penalty shootout. Penalty shootout. Which team do you think will win the penalty shootout, Liverpool or Leicester? Full time, let me write full time. Tottenham 2, West Ham 1, Liverpool 3, Leicester 3, Brentford. Yeah, Liverpool live penalty watch along. Liverpool is Leicester. I think Leicester could still win it. They still have the likes of Vardy and Maddison on the pitch. I think Tielemans is still there to take a penalty. Come on, Leicester. Do it for all of us. So Arsenal won 5-1, Tottenham won 2-1, Liverpool 3-3, and Chelsea 2-0. So the scores will be scrolling down the bottom. What a game, though. What a game. 3-3. 4-0, please not Liverpool. Yeah, I don't like Anfield, man. You guys understand why. I just don't like going to Anfield. I'm just tired of going to Anfield. I can see it. They could come to the Emirates in the first leg. We get a nice 2-1 win, and then we go there, and then we get thumped again 4-0. Nah. The good thing, tactical though, Salah and Mane will be off at the African Cup of Nations. So is it ET or straight penalties? Straight penalties, I think. Yeah, that's how it usually is. Unless they change the rules. Top lad, he is a West Ham fan. You let us down, Charlie. You let us down. But you can now focus on the Europa League, Charlie. That's a competition you should try and get to the final. Leicester, Kasim says patiently waiting for the draw, man. Absolutely. If Liverpool win, then we have Liverpool, Chelsea, Tottenham, Arsenal. That would be something. The other thing is, let me repeat it again. If Arsenal face Tottenham in the next round, we are also playing them in the Premier League next month. So we'll play them 3 times in 1 week. Same applies to Chelsea. If Chelsea draw Liverpool, they have to play them on January 2nd and also I think January 6th and January 12th. So we could see Chelsea versus Liverpool 3 times in a week as well. Lots of youth players in that Liverpool squad, and Casper is in goal for Leicester. Leicester favorites going into it. I don't know how good Kalea is. Kasim says, Chelsea fan here, good to see 3 London teams in the semis. Kasim, you guys should not be fighting for small competitions. You guys should be up in the Champions League. Let us win this one. But yeah, I definitely would love to avoid Chelsea over 2 legs. Over 1 leg, I do believe we can beat Chelsea over 1 leg. I think we have the better of them. We beat them in the Carabao Cup 2018. We also beat them in the last 2 FA Cup finals. So I do trust us beating Chelsea over 1 leg, but over 2 legs, anything could happen, man. Leicester taking the first penalty. Good luck, Asim says tactical. So let's go. Penalty shootout, 0-0 as it starts. Who is taking the first penalty? This is Vadium or Madison. Number 8, Tielemans. That's Tielemans. Tielemans taking the first penalty. What a penalty. It's a very good penalty taker, Tielemans. 1-0 to Leicester. First penalty scored. Tielemans, very, very good penalty. Kind of like the one Rafinha took against us over the weekend. 1-0 to Leicester. First penalty. No chance for the goalkeeper. Milner, another very experienced player, taking the first penalty for Liverpool. I don't think I've ever seen him missing. And he's been playing like since the 1960s or something stupid like that, Milner. He's never wanted to retire. Milner taking the first penalty for Liverpool. Schmeichel, as you said, is a good penalty taker, save tactical. Oh, no chance with Milner's penalty. Been taking penalties since the 1960s. He'll definitely not miss. 1-1. Milner and Tielemans, the guys you'd expect to score, have scored 1-1. Very good penalty, that. 1-1. Who is taking the second penalty for Leicester? Come on, Leicester, don't bottle this. Maddison is taking it. From an Arsenal perspective, at one Spurs, they were so beatable today, says a West Ham fan. Yes, Yuri. Yes. Hello, how are you? KRX Flip. Maddison is taking the first penalty. Maddison, what a penalty. Some really good penalties from the Leicester players. 2-1 to Leicester. Maddison, we are still after you the next transfer window. Another very good penalty from Leicester. No chance of saving that. 2-1 to Leicester. 2 from 2. Liverpool about to take their second penalty. Yeah, he's so experienced tactical. As I said, he's like 70 years of age and he's just been taking penalties all his life. Firmino is another dirty player in quotes, kind of like the likes of Pepe. Very skillful and, he likes scoring like without looking, no look passes. Let's see if he knows how to take a penalty. Almost saved, but Firmino scores as well. 2-2. These are the big boys taking the first penalties, so we are now almost heading to the route of the players who don't want to take a penalty. 2-2. Converted by Milner and Firmino and Maddison and Tielemans. Who is taking Leicester's third penalty? 56 of you over here. Thank you. Make sure to hit the like button and let me know which team you support and which team you want to draw in the next round. Harvey Barnes is stepping up to take the third penalty. Will he score? Will he miss it? Is this Barnes, right? I hope I'm right. I can only see his shirt number. Just score wherever you are. He scored. This is Albrighton. Albrighton. That's a goal. That's a goal. 3-2. I don't care who's taking the penalty as long as he scores. Another very good penalty from Leicester. 3-2 to Leicester. Number 11. I thought that was number 7. 3-2 to Leicester. Who is taking Liverpool's third penalty? Surely we've run out of good players. Chamberlain, maybe? The little mixed fella. Schmeichel, come on. You're so experienced, you'll be saving these penalties. It's actually Chamberlain. It's actually Chamberlain who's taking the next penalty. Little Mix is watching, Chamberlain. All the Little Mix fans are watching. Chamberlain to take Liverpool's third penalty. Will Schmeichel save it? Oh, so close. Another good penalty, though, right in the corner. 3-3, just like it was in the game. 3-3 on penalties. Wow, Tielemans was actually telling Schmeichel to go to the right side, and he actually went that side. How did he know he was going to go on that side? Must be a Little Mix thing. Tielemans might be a fan for Little Mix. Maddison, I love Odegaard, but them, when you beat them, they will still had Nuno. Oh, saved. Liverpool keeper saves. What a poor penalty that. Not that poor, but yeah. Leicester miss. Liverpool advantage. Liverpool advantage. This is what's his name? I think that's is that Thomas? I think that's Luke Thomas. Leicester missed the penalty. Liverpool have an advantage here. If they score and Leicester miss the next penalty, Liverpool are through. The last time we've actually played Liverpool the last 2 seasons in the Carabao Cup. One of them was a mental 5-5 draw. Keita is taking Liverpool's next penalty. Surely you have to save this. We've never really seen him taking penalties. Liverpool advantage. Keita to take Liverpool's 4th penalty. If they score, they're definitely in the driving seat. Keita, Schmeichel, you should be able to save this. Whoa, no chance. What a penalty. Who taught these guys how to take penalties? Liverpool lead 4-3. If Leicester miss the next penalty, it's Liverpool in the semi-final. It would be a disastrous day. Basically, it's seeing Tottenham, Chelsea, and also Liverpool going through. Who is taking Leicester's final penalty? Is it Jamie Vardy? It's actually Kelechi Iheanacho. Kelechi Iheanacho. RK says smash the like button. Yep, do that. Let's get to at least 40 of them. Iheanacho taking Leicester's 5th penalty. Oh, what a good penalty. 4-4, but if Liverpool score the next penalty, Liverpool are through. So Schmeichel has to save the last penalty. Who is taking Liverpool's last penalty? 4-4 on penalties. Another very good penalty. They actually, all their penalties are right in the top corner. Iheanacho, Maddison, Tielemans. Who is taking Liverpool's last penalty? Minamino. You're good, Minamino, but you're not even the best Japanese in the league. That is Tomiyasu. So Schmeichel, you should be able to save that. I've never really seen these players taking penalties. So let's see if Minamino scores. If Minamino scores, Liverpool are through. Minamino placing the ball, taking 10 steps back. Will he score? Referee blows the whistle. Minamino to take. Oh my goodness, over the bar. That is the worst penalty this century. Oh my goodness. That is, I told you, he's not a good whatever Japanese player. That is Tomiyasu. What a horrible penalty. Sudden death, guys. 4-4. Minamino with a terrible penalty. Over the bar, collect it outside the stadium. You could find it on the other side of the park at Goodison Park. Okay, back to where we started. 4-4. 4-4. Who is taking Leicester's 6th penalty now? Bertrand. Ryan Bertrand. Ryan Bertrand, aren't you like 60 years of age? I don't trust you. Yeah, what a shocking penalty. Shocking penalty. That you'll definitely find it at Goodison Park, that penalty, just across Anfield. Bertrand to take Leicester's 6th penalty. Don't miss. Come on. Oh my goodness, what a terrible penalty. I told you guys, he's old. Just retire. Bloody retire, Bertrand. What a terrible penalty. Liverpool have the advantage again. If Liverpool score, Liverpool are through. What a horrible penalty. Was he off his line though? No VAR here though. Liverpool, another chance to win it. Oh, Diego Jota. I don't think Diego Jota will miss. I don't think Diego Jota will miss this penalty. 93 of you watching. Thank you. Make sure to hit the like button. As I said, Ali, let me know which team you support. Diego Jota is taking Liverpool's last penalty to win it. Liverpool last penalty to win it. If he misses, we go on. If he scores, Liverpool are through. Steps up. Miss. Come on. Schmeichel, come on. Oh my goodness. Goal. Jota scored. Liverpool are through. 5-4 Liverpool win on penalties after a disastrous penalty from Ryan Bertrand. Two guys who should retire. Liverpool are through 5-4 on penalties. Arsenal, Tottenham, Chelsea, and Liverpool in the next round. I can't even tell you which team I want to face. I can't tell you which team I want to face, man. Liverpool are through. Let me just do that. Liverpool, let me just write Liverpool 5-4 on pens. There we go, guys. Now the draw will be in the next maybe 10 minutes. Liverpool are through 5-4 on penalties. What a game, though. Fantastic penalty shootout, a fantastic game. Why not choose Vardy there? I don't even know if he was on the pitch. I don't know if he went off. If he didn't, then I'd be worried. Maguire, I want 2 legs against Spurs. It's just written in the stars. I don't know about you guys. I feel like we're going to get Liverpool. I feel like we're going to go to Anfield again. We cannot escape that. Sponsored by Nasser, that penalty. Horrible penalty by Minamino, but another terrible penalty by Bertrand. Tottenham, Arsenal, Liverpool, Chelsea, says Nathan Gamer. I don't know. I'd love to avoid Liverpool, but I can see Arsenal against Liverpool badly. Cornerbet says, why did the goalkeeper not take it? Which goalkeeper? Are you talking about Schmeichel? I mean, not sure. But yeah, the draw was supposed to actually happen 30 minutes ago. It's actually going to be live on YouTube. So if you want to watch it live, I think it's on Sky Football. I'm just giving you guys the reaction. Make sure to hit the like button. I'll just put another poll right now since we know the teams that are through. But Liverpool, surprisingly, after being 3-1 down, are actually through to the next round. Just what we didn't need. So what you've seen is Arsenal beating Sunderland 5-1 yesterday, a comfortable win, although Sunderland did quite well in the last 20 minutes of the first half. Liverpool beating Leicester 5-4 on penalties. Tottenham beating West Ham 2-1 in a London derby, and Chelsea beating Brentford 2-0 in another London derby. So just give me 1 minute to put up another poll over here. I know it's not just Arsenal fans watching, but it's an Arsenal channel. Sorry, guys. Okay, maybe I can do a fixture one. Maybe I can do a fixture one. Let's see. Another London derby. So just give me 1 minute to put up. Let me end that one. So 38% I'd say Tottenham, West Ham, Liverpool, Leicester 27%, Brentford, Chelsea 17%. I'll end that one. And then I'll type in another poll. Which fixture do you want to see? Andrew says we are the Gunners. Cornerbat says, how much do you like Arsenal? Cornerbat, I don't like Arsenal. I love Arsenal. When Arsenal loses, I can't sleep. When Arsenal loses, I can't go outside the next day. When Arsenal loses, it spoils my entire mood. So I don't like Arsenal. I absolutely love Arsenal. Since 2004. So it's been part of my life for 17 years. Which fixture do you want to see? Which fixture do you want to see? Which fixture do you want to see? First, I'm going to put Arsenal versus Tottenham. Arsenal versus Tottenham. The second fixture will be Arsenal versus Chelsea. Arsenal versus Chelsea could be the second one. Let me put Arsenal versus Liverpool. Basically, all the teams we didn't want to go through have gone through. Liverpool, Chelsea, Tottenham. They're definitely going to be two big games in the next round, but the draw will be in the next 5 minutes. So Arsenal, Tottenham, Arsenal, Chelsea, Arsenal, Liverpool. So since an Arsenal channel, sorry guys, if you don't support Arsenal, that's the poll I'm going to see. But let me know which team you support and which team you want to face in the next round. From these 3 teams, I definitely prefer Tottenham. I don't want to go to Anfield against Liverpool, and I don't want to face Chelsea over 2 games. If it's 1 game, we can beat Chelsea. If it's 2 games, home and away, you never know, they can beat us. So let's see how it goes. I've put a poll right now asking which fixture do you prefer to see? Arsenal versus Chelsea, Arsenal versus Liverpool, Arsenal versus... Cornerbat says, why did Salah not take a penalty? Salah was not playing. Nordic says Liverpool are through to the semis after they beat Leicester 5-4 on penalties. Yeah. Tactical said I'd prefer Chelsea. Tuchel is bottling it, and Chelsea don't care about the Carabao Cup. You could be right. Chelsea maybe are focusing on the Champions League and the Premier League. They care about the Champions League and the Prem. Give us Tottenham in the final by beating Liverpool's B team. I still kind of prefer facing Liverpool because Salah and Mane won't be there. Sorry, guys. So let's see, 173 of you watching. July says I want Spurs at Emirates. I mean, it's not at the Emirates, it's 2 legs, so it's home and away. So if you get a team, you're going to play them home and away. I support Arsenal. I want to face Tottenham. A lot of you want Tottenham. I really don't want Tottenham because they play their first game in this competition. Zachariah says anyone. Zachariah is very confident. He says, bring on anyone. I don't care. Any team we face, it's okay. Ali Noor says semifinals played at Wembley. Nope. The semifinals are played home and away. So if we face Chelsea, it's going to be Stamford Bridge and the Emirates. If Chelsea face Liverpool, Chelsea also play Liverpool in the Premier League next month. So we could see Chelsea versus Liverpool 3 times in 1 week. We are also playing Tottenham next month. We could see Arsenal versus Tottenham 3 times in a week. That would be crazy. Perian says Chelsea versus Liverpool and Arsenal versus Tottenham. I'd want to see that as well. I don't want Liverpool, man, even though they will rotate. I think it's not 2-legged. It is 2-legged, July. Last season it wasn't 2-legged because of COVID, but this season it's back to being 2-legged. I think the first game will be on January 6th or 7th, and then the second game 12th or 13th. Patricia says Arsenal versus Spurs. Have you been to Arsenal? Who do you think will actually have? Oh, you say I'm a Tottenham fan. I want to face Arsenal. Okay, come on, you Spurs. What? He wants to face Arsenal. I'd love to eliminate you from yet another competition. What? We need to face Liverpool and Spurs in finals. Jake says Wednesday draw it hasn't started yet. It was supposed to start 30 minutes ago, but obviously the game went to penalties. Aaron says, is the away goal still in effect? Nope. If you draw 2-2 and we win to 1-1, you go straight to penalties. So if you draw both games 2-2, then 1-1, you go to penalties, or to extra time fast and penalties. So Jacob answered your question. We hate Spurs. The draw hasn't started yet, so don't worry. It will be live on Sky Football on YouTube, Sky Sports Football. Lambo says, I love your videos. Thank you. Columba says, Arsenal versus Liverpool. So no away goals, Aaron. I'm a Tottenham fan. Which other comment did I miss? I want Spurs at the Emirates. So as I said, 2 legs. Salah. Let me see how the poll is going. I did ask as an Arsenal fan, the Arsenal fans watching, which game do you prefer seeing in the next round? The draw isn't yet on. It will start in the next few minutes. So we will have Arsenal, we will have Liverpool, Chelsea. Let me just write it in alphabetical order. Chelsea, Liverpool, Tottenham. I don't remember the last time the Carabao Cup had so many good teams still remaining. This is the first time in a while. I think 2 seasons ago we had Bristol City. I think we had Brentford last season. So Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool, Tottenham. Either way, we are still going to have 4 good games in the next round. Osaho says Arsenal versus Chelsea. Thank you. I'm not a king yet. I think that is already gone to Martinelli. Martinelli is the king. Who cares? The Arsenal will win. Annie says, who cares? The Arsenal will win the game. So whichever team we are facing, Arsenal will win the game. So it's midnight in South Africa and I was half awake. I just logged on. How much longer for the draw? The one of the games went to extra time, so we have to be a bit more patient as they set up. Still around 5 minutes to go, I'd say, maybe 5 minutes to go. But when the draw starts, it's only really like 2 minutes and then it's done because it's only 4 teams. If Tottenham draw Liverpool, I'll be so upset. So whichever team you support, let me know in the comment section. Do you prefer playing the home leg first or do you prefer being away first? Let me know. Do you prefer playing the first game away from home and then second game at home or vice versa? If Tottenham draw Liverpool, I'll be so upset. Emmanuel says Chelsea versus Liverpool. What time for draw? We have to wait. Colomba. I want Spurs, says Cookie, Tottenham, Arsenal, Emmanuel. People need to stop counting out the League Cup, says Riley. I definitely do not count out the League Cup. This is a big competition. Why? Because for Arsenal, we have a very young team. So if we win it, the likes of Smith Rowe, Saka, Martinelli will be winning basically their first title or first trophy. So I want to see that for the young players. And we are not in the other competitions anyway. So this is the competition you could win. Riley says, yes, sis. When is the draw? In the next 5 minutes? Just be patient. They have to set up everything. 3-3, Riley says, they bottled it. Leicester definitely bottled it. They were 3-1 ahead. Arsenal will draw Tottenham and Tottenham will win both of the legs. Pranish, behave yourself. Behave yourself. I have a question for you, Pranish. When was the last time Tottenham won against Arsenal at the Emirates Stadium? I know he did beat us in 16 or something in the Carabao Cup, but we didn't have Martinelli then. Arsenal, the king, says Osao. I want Liverpool to draw Arsenal, says John. I've said I actually don't mind Liverpool because Salah won't be there, Mane won't be there. And if you go with the likes of, so the draw is about to start. Let me just log into that. Home, Annie says home. Tottenham Arsenal says Julie. The last good British manager was Alfred Ferguson. Brendan Rodgers is crap, says Alvin. When's the draw is starting right now? Subscribing, you guys should too. You know, Lambo is a legend. You should do what Lambo is doing. There's 266 of you watching. Make sure to hit the like button and make sure to let me know which. Every fan is welcome. It's an Arsenal channel, but every fan is welcome. They're still showing the highlights, but the draw will be conducted just for 2 minutes and that will be over. I want Chelsea so they can lose again, says Moses. I prefer us to play at home first, says Mashanje. Ellie says Liverpool easily best game of the night. Leicester bigger bottle jobs than Spurs. I mean, that is something. If you bottle a game better than Spurs, then that is something. Sorry to the Spurs fans watching. Spurs is quite the easiest for us, says Wanyex. You'd say that, but Spurs are going to play Kane and Son. Liverpool are going to play Minamino and Chamberlain. Chelsea are probably going to play Sa and Chaloba. So if it's rotation, then man, it's fine. Let's just see how it goes. We can't wish really. It's three tough teams. Whichever comes. I want to be at away first. Says Columba. Arsenal will win the title from a Chelsea fan. The title or the trophy. The title is something. Marcus says, why NWA? You'll never walk alone. That's a Liverpool fan. Clearly, Lambo says, I'm subscribing. I appreciate it. I'm on the road to 10,000, by the way. Hopefully, I could get there soon. Liverpool, Arsenal, says Fred. I want Liverpool to draw. Arsenal, says John Bacon. Chelsea, Arsenal, says Roski. Tom says Arsenal is pants. Well, not judging from the last 4 games in the position on the table. If Arsenal are pants, United with their games in hand and Tottenham in the league with their games in hand. John says, I want to be a doctor. You could really help. Which team? Which team has a lot of injuries? Probably Leeds. You could do well at Leeds. They have a lot of injuries, John. So if you want to be a doctor, you could help Leeds out. Abdullah says Arsenal will draw Tottenham and Chelsea versus Arsenal in the final. Chelsea versus Arsenal in the final is an Arsenal win. So the draw is just about to start. So Jamie Redknapp is doing the draw. The first team out is Arsenal is the first team out. Does that mean we will play the first game at home? Which team will Arsenal face? Liverpool. I bloody knew it. I bloody knew we were going to get Liverpool. Arsenal versus Liverpool is the first game. And the second game will be Chelsea against Tottenham. So there it is. The draw is done. Simple as that. Arsenal will play against Liverpool. Chelsea will play against Tottenham. Anfield, here we come again. Listen, the last 2 times we've played Liverpool in the Carabao Cup, it's been really interesting games. Arsenal versus Liverpool. So I'll tell you when the games will be played. Arsenal versus Liverpool, Chelsea versus Tottenham is the draw. I think Chelsea will be really happy with that. So the games will be played the week commencing January 3rd. So the midweek after January 3rd, and the return leg 1 week later. So there you go. There you go. The draw is over just like that. Arsenal versus Liverpool, Chelsea versus Tottenham. There it is. The draw is over. Simple as that. Draw is over. Simple as that. Let's see what people are saying. We have Liverpool, guys. Arsenal, Chelsea final. Who else is remembering that 5-5 draw? Yep. And there's another game we went to penalties. Liverpool 10-0. No, they don't have Salah and Mane. I'm pretty confident. Good evening, brother, watching from Italy, Roma. Thank you, Khalifa. I think Roma drew 1-1 today. I'm not sure if you're a Roma fan. What time is the draw? The draw has already happened, Sai. Annie says, make sure to like the video, guys. I appreciate it. Alexander says that it is. The answer is things are changing. We'll witness content effect. We're not playing Chelsea. Pranish, all the best against Tottenham. Arsenal to win the cup, says Liam. I love the positivity. Liverpool will win the cup, says Toby. They would, but they're now facing the mighty Arsenal. Apologies. Darren says Liverpool, Arsenal it is. Arsenal, Chelsea, nope. So that is the draw. That is the draw. A lot of people wanted Arsenal versus Tottenham, but let's see how it goes. The positive thing for us from that is that Klopp doesn't take this competition very seriously. So that is the draw. Arsenal versus Liverpool, Chelsea versus Tottenham. I think this means we will play the first game at home and the second game at Anfield. I don't like that stadium, man. I do not like Anfield. Chelsea versus Tottenham. The first game will be at Stamford Bridge, and the second game will be at the Tottenham Stadium. And that is that, guys. That is that. RK says Arsenal will win the cup. Mario says if LFC take their best team, they will slay Arsenal. They can't take their best team, though. If the African Cup goes ahead, which I hope it does, so that Salah and Mane can go, I'm pretty confident he won't take the first team. I think 2-3 days before Liverpool play Chelsea. So I don't think he'll take that competition very seriously. The only good thing that can come of this is we upset Liverpool and Spurs, upset Chelsea. We can have a North London derby in the final. Arsenal will win the cup, says John. The G boy says Liverpool 2, Arsenal 3. I mean, it's 2 legs. It's actually home and away. So 3-2, 2 legs. That is cool. Thanks to all Arsenal fans for the draws, because Salah and Mane are not going to be there. Keita as well, I think. Did Keita's team go to the African Cup? I'm not even sure. But except for Sad and Mane, yeah. I mean, you say except for Sad and Mohamed Salah, but both of them are the ones who always score against Arsenal. So if they're not there, I'm pretty confident. I don't like the stadium because you always get hammered there. Simple as that, Pranesh. Yeah, exactly. As you said, dreaming like a old sponsor. So that is a draw. The draw is done. Good quarterfinal games. We are looking forward to the semi-final. So thank you guys for watching, Pranesh. Even though I don't like Arsenal, Tom says Liverpool for Arsenal 1. Nah, I'm pretty confident when it comes to the Carabao Cup. Minamino and Jota. Well, it's fine. It's fine. I'd still fancy us. So we still need to win this game because Liverpool are focusing on other competitions. So I'd have preferred Spurs, obviously, but let's go. Let's go with Liverpool. So Arsenal, Liverpool, Chelsea, Tottenham. I need to comment down on their site on Sky Sports Football and see what people are saying. So are you guys happy with that draw? Are you guys happy with that draw? Let me just end that poll as well and ask you guys which game is bigger. I'll be live for another 5 minutes before ending it. So end poll. A lot of you wanted to see Arsenal Tottenham. Unfortunately, we won't be seeing that. That is the quickest draw you've ever seen as well. Literally just like 1 minute and they were done. Which fixture is bigger? Let's see. Arsenal will win the cup. I hope so, man. So which fixture are you looking forward to most? Which fixture is bigger? I'll take the first around 50 votes and then end it, and then we can wait. We can wait for the games next month. Arsenal versus Liverpool. Bloody hell. We have to face Liverpool in the Carabao Cup again. I think this is 3 seasons in a row we are facing Liverpool in the Carabao Cup. I think the last 2 years we've played Liverpool like 10 times. You also had to play them in the Community Shield. So which game fixture is bigger? So let's go. Which fixture are you looking forward to the most? The motion picture epic for the Amazon documentary again, Klopp versus Arteta. Yep, once again, they fought last time. Let's see if they'll do the same this time around again. They postponed it to 1:15, so I went to help my dad with something and the draw was already done. No problem, tactical. We have the answer already. Arsenal, Liverpool. Pray for Liverpool. They'll have to come up against Martinelli. Poor old Klopp. Still can't forget how they bottled last season's UEL semi-finals. They just play like they usually do and don't panic. I think they can beat Liverpool. Mike says, don't forget about AFCON. It could have a big impact on Arsenal versus Liverpool. Yeah, definitely. And like, that's why I'm confident, because Klopp usually rotates a lot in this competition and we are going to take the competition seriously. And also Salah and Mane won't be there. DJ says Liverpool win. Yep, we face Liverpool M and S. Salah and Mane out for semi-final, something to consider. Arteta is a pup to Klopp, says Banita. Arteta is a pup to Klopp. See you in 2 weeks, Banita. See you in 2 weeks. The G-boy says Arsenal, Chelsea, final. So the draw is done. The draw is done. So recap again. It's going to be Arsenal against Liverpool and Chelsea against Tottenham in the next round. That is the draw done. That is the draw done. Arsenal says Raj Kumar. This is an Arsenal channel, by the way, Raj, if you didn't notice. It's true, pal, all the way from Barbados. Thank you, Banita. No problem. I accept banter. Riley says the benefits of having a young team is that they don't get selected for the nations pool, so they usually don't have international duty. It will be interesting to see 3-4-2-1 from 2 prime tacticians. It's a second team though, so it's 2 legs. If it was 1 leg, I'd be very confident of beating Liverpool. Just 1 leg, go ahead. But the thing that could happen, I think this could happen. I think in the first leg against Liverpool, we could win 2-1. And then in the second leg, you could see Klopp bringing the bigger boys because he's lost the first leg. So says Arsenal to the final. Hope so. Did you watch the match Liverpool against Arsenal? I've watched Liverpool against Arsenal the last 20 years consecutively without missing one. What's your point, though, Raj? What's your point? Salah and Mane won't be there. Liverpool will rotate the team. Arsenal will rotate the team. So if it was first team against first team, I don't want to face Liverpool because they always beat us. So, but if it's second team against second team, we are favorites to beat Liverpool, definitely. Do you think Aubameyang deserves a game in one of the legs of the semi-final? I mean, he will be at the African Cup of Nations anyway, Riley. So he won't be here anyway. He'll be at the African Cup of Nations. Cheers, mate. Good vibe on your analysis. No problem. And I take banter. So any Tottenham fans, Liverpool fans, I take banter, man. No problem. Live in Uganda, but Chelsea will win, says DJ. No problem, Jordan. The disrespect one young pup. I mean, that's what he said. No problem, man. No problem. I forgot about Gabon. Yeah, Gabon are in the African Cup of Nations. So all these players won't be there. Chelsea against Tottenham. Tottenham are not getting damaged by the African Cup of Nations, but Chelsea will miss Mendy, but Mendy wouldn't have played anyway. So that's pretty interesting. But yeah, that is the draw for the people who are still asking whether the draw is made. Maybe I should just write it down over here. Arsenal versus Chelsea. Arsenal versus Liverpool. Now, we should have Chelsea. Chelsea versus Tottenham. So again, let me know, what will the final be? Will the final be Arsenal against Chelsea, Arsenal against Tottenham, or Liverpool against Chelsea, Liverpool against Tottenham? What will the final be? Let me know. Make sure to hit the like button. I appreciate you guys watching. I love Arsenal keeper, bro. He's the best. Oh yeah, Ramsdale is the best goalkeeper in the world. I mean, people like Alisson are learning from Ramsdale in terms of their kicking. Love it. The gaffer will behave, I say. Let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. It's definitely going to be interesting the way they fought last time. Arsenal versus Tottenham final, says Mike. I'm not sure if I want that final, because if Tottenham beat us to win their first trophy in like 50 years, I don't want that. But it would be good to beat them in the final. But first of all, we have a tough task against Liverpool over 2 legs. I have a special in my heart, place in my heart for AFCON because South Africa knocked out Egypt and Salah last time out, says Riley. I think we could see the likes of Senegal and Algeria going far because of that Mahrez kind of effect. In a parallel universe, 1,000 years in future, Mike. So Badge Pie says, nope, Arsenal Tottenham in a final is definitely not possible, according to Tanme. Definitely not possible. Okay, Chelsea will win live from Zambia, says Jonathan. I don't think so. Which team, let me ask you, which team is the favorite to win this competition then? Because 3 days before, Chelsea will play Liverpool in the Premier League. That will be Salah's last game, Mane's last game before they go. After 3 days, I don't know which team Liverpool will face after that. Now I have to start looking at Liverpool's fixtures again. Bloody hell. Some of my best buds are Arsenal fans getting drunk. They buying. Okay, Vanita, enjoy yourself. Liverpool will be losing, but at least you'll get some drinks. DJ says Chelsea versus Liverpool final. I think I saw that Carabao Cup final. Have I ever played? I mean, with City not being there, any team can win, really. Like, for Tottenham, if I was a Tottenham fan, I'd be very gutted if we didn't win the Carabao Cup this season, because if they don't win it, I wonder when they'll actually win a trophy. Chelsea will be focusing on the league and Champions League. That's why, okay, the Champions League is all the way in February, so you could be focusing on the league. Surely it's Chelsea favorites now, says Mike. Depends on the team Chelsea play. If they play the same team they played today, like with was it called Vale? I think Soson or something, Sarch, Aloba, they won't win the competition. If you're a Chelsea fan, if you play that team, you probably won't win the competition coming up against a team that will play fast teams, because Tottenham will play Kane and Son, Arsenal will probably play Lacazette and likes of Saka in that game. A month ago, we spanked Arsenal. Will predict a more modest victory as we will beat you with our kids, says Demi. Absolutely disrespectful. Demi was just being disrespectful in a nice way. Literally just said, we just spanked you guys last month. We'll spank you again, but this time with our kids. That's what Demi is saying. Surely it's Chelsea favorites now. Can we now say unanimously that Cobham is producing what La Masia did during the late 2000s? Have you heard of Hell End, Tanmay? Have you ever heard of Hell End? Chelsea do have a nice academy though, so no problem. Final will be Arsenal and Chelsea. In terms of strength, Chelsea is the best, but if you look at it like they'll be playing their B team, I reckon that we are the favorites to win it. That's why I said if it's one leg, it's okay. But I can imagine like if you're playing a team in the first leg and then you beat them, if they're playing their youngsters, in the second leg, they could come with the big boys. That's the problem. Also, should we call Livramento when you should right now alongside Gallagher. So many comments I appreciate. Gary says, "Oh well, you beat Sunderland." Oh well, Gary. Sunderland made the quarterfinals, meaning they beat 4 other teams. Oh well, Gary. So if they actually did play well to reach this stage of the competition. So no problem, no problem, no problem. Last season, last time we played Liverpool in the Carabao Cup, we won. So I'm still confident. Final Arsenal versus Chelsea says Martin that them Liverpool's how them they qualify. So it could have been Arsenal versus Leicester. If Leicester won that penalty shootout, if Bertrand just bloody scored that penalty, it would have been Arsenal versus Leicester. USA supporting Arsenal says RK appreciate it. People would say you should be supporting Chelsea because of Pulisic. Very a lot of you guys here appreciate it. Make sure to hit the like button. I appreciate the banter. Either way, it's still going to be more next month. It's definitely going to be more, and we get to see these games home and away, so it's going to be interesting. Final Arsenal versus Chelsea. Do you figure the team gets good money by winning the cup? Why not start the best team in the final? Says Banita, but we've seen Chelsea, for example, Chelsea next I think in the next 1 month they'll be going to UAE to play in the Club World Cup. They have the Premier League. Chelsea and Liverpool are fighting for the Premier League. Liverpool and Chelsea have to catch up with City because for the Liverpool and Chelsea fans watching this, if you're not careful, you could easily be 10 points behind City by the end of January. So Liverpool and Chelsea have to fully focus on the league as well. Chelsea have not won many games in the last few months, 1 month, I think, in the league. So they have to try and catch up. So I hope all their energy is spent in that competition. Arsenal all the way to the final, says Martin, hopefully. One on goal and 1 penalty. What do you think is the problem with Chelsea? Maybe I'd say I thought Lukaku would play many of the games, but he's been out with different injuries as well. He's been ill. So I'd say City's bench is better. Chelsea's and Liverpool's bench is not as strong as City. So the moment Lukaku and Van are out, you saw the strikers who played for Chelsea today, like a 17-year-old and I think an 18-year-old as well. So maybe you need a couple of more signings in January, or you need to bring back Gallagher and Livramento and I think Broja. I think is on loan from Chelsea. I don't know if you sold him or he's on loan. I think Livramento was sold anyway, though, right? Livramento is not even a Chelsea player. Jordan says Liverpool to win the trophy. Jonathan says London is blue. The bad news, no problem, Jonathan. Riley says for them saying Arsenal will get spanked by Liverpool's kids. Let's not forget the last time Liverpool played their kids in the League Cup. They got smashed 5-0 by Aston Villa. Kamal says Arsenal trophy, can't let City slip. So with that said, Benita, I hope Liverpool and Chelsea start focusing on the league. And if they focus on the league, that's a big opportunity for us to win the Carabao Cup. Leicester, if Vardy didn't hit the post, we'd be facing Leicester right now, man. Over 2 legs, you'd imagine Arsenal would win. So it's okay, though. It's okay, though. As long as you get the job done in the first leg. First leg against Liverpool, a 2-goal margin would help. And then when you go to Anfield, there's no away goal, so you really just have to win on aggregate, basically. If we get past Liverpool, says Pono. Tanmay says, LOL, I didn't understand why Vardy take any of the penalties, says Mike. I don't even know if he was on the pitch. Was he on the pitch? I don't know if he was subbed off. I'm not sure because I was keeping an eye on all those different games. I would want to know that, but I don't know why Bertrand took it anyway, by the way. No problem, Benita. If we get past Liverpool, I don't see the Spurs or Chelsea stopping us. Like in a one game, like in a final at Wembley, I fancy Arsenal. We are very good at Wembley. over the last 10 years, I think we've been at Wembley maybe 5 times, or not 5 times. If we include the Community Shield, which you guys don't count, it's still a game. I think we've been there like 10 times and maybe lost twice, maybe to City in 2018 and also to Birmingham City. I'll still never forget that game where Martin scored. Win by 2 goals at home and then damage retention at Anfield. It's not really damage retention when their players are not there. If they rest Alisson and Van Dijk is rested and Kamal says yes, why VAR didn't take. I was laughing at this. Real Tom says Arsenal 0, Liverpool 5, Liverpool 5, Arsenal 0. Now, if that happens, I might close down this channel. If that happens, I might close down this channel. 10-0 on aggregate. That's not possible, man. That's not possible. Unless Mustafi is there and those kind of players, that is not possible. Can I do a prediction? Let me do an early prediction. Arsenal to beat Liverpool 2-1 at the Emirates in the first leg. And then in the second leg, it's going to be 2-2. So that means Arsenal will win 4-3 on aggregate. Chelsea-Tottenham is probably going to be a 2-1 win for Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. And then a 1-1 at Tottenham Stadium. And I guess that means Chelsea against Arsenal in the final. So basically, if you want to win a trophy, you have to win 3 games. You have to win 3 big games. So we have to win 3 big games. If City is not there, though, any team can win. So pretty interesting. Let me see what guys are saying. Let me see what guys are saying in the comment sections. But yeah, that is the draw if you're just tuning in. Arsenal versus Liverpool, Chelsea versus Tottenham. Make sure to hit the like button. Even if you don't support Arsenal, as you can see, we are talking about every single team. Subscribe as well, trying to get to 10,000 very, very soon. Arsenal will not beat us. We are unstoppable in our current form. Play-Doh says Liverpool unstoppable in their current form. I think I can say the same thing about Arsenal as well. We don't have the ability to touch Liverpool. We do have the ability to touch Liverpool if they don't have Salah and Mane. That factor. Let me tell you, I don't like facing Salah and Mane because even Mane has been haunting us since the Southampton days. So without those players, I know Liverpool wouldn't play their first team. I'm pretty confident. Second team against second team, we will beat Liverpool. I believe that. First team against first team is going to be hard to beat them at Anfield. Chelsea beats Tottenham, says Benita. I agree. We haven't had a good game against a big 6 side other than the North London derby win. This season, yes. I don't think we played badly against Man United. I just think Odegaard made a mistake for the penalty. I don't think we played badly over there. I mean, we've been at Old Trafford over the last 20 years with some terrible performances. I don't think we played badly. Yes, we lost to Chelsea, Liverpool, and City. Listen, losing at I don't even take the City game and Liverpool games into consideration that much. Liverpool have thumped everyone they've faced. Atletico, they scored 3 against Atletico, 5 against FC Porto, 5 against Man United. So they're a good team. So losing to Liverpool at Anfield is no problem. And also losing to Man City at the Etihad is no problem. Those guys will probably win the Premier League. So the one that hurt me was United. And Chelsea, I think we were not ready for the league, but then definitely not ready. So to answer your question, Riley, I know it's not a question, but we haven't had a good game against a big 6 side other than the North London derby win. Against Chelsea in the first game, Tomiyasu was not an Arsenal player, Ramsdale was not an Arsenal player, and so on and so forth. Liverpool will beat Arsenal. This is Lucas Life. He's an Arsenal fan saying Liverpool will beat Arsenal. I'm a Liverpool fan, and let me tell you, you're mad. Says Play-Doh. Okay. This is Lucas Life repeating it again. Liverpool will beat Arsenal in case I hadn't seen it the first time. We are going to lose to Liverpool because they are the biggest team. Yeah, we are going out, says Moses. Can you tell me why Liverpool will beat Arsenal? Why are you so convinced Liverpool will beat Arsenal? Let me know why you're so convinced Liverpool will beat Arsenal. I'll give you reasons why it's a 50-50 game. Salah and Mane won't be there, first of all. That is a huge factor. Second of all, if Liverpool play the same team they played today with Minamino, Gomez at the back, Callagher as the goalkeeper, there's no reason why you shouldn't beat them. If Liverpool are starting with Salah, Van Dijk, Alisson, Mane, then it's a different case. Then you would say they'll definitely beat us. But if it's second team against second team, if you feel the Martinelli, Smith Rowe, Nketiah, Odegaard in this cup, they shouldn't really beat us 4 goals or 5 goals. Not a full strength. You can't dismiss Arsenal at all. You're being overconfident. You could jinx. No, I'm not being overconfident. I said it's going still to be hard to go to Anfield. They don't like going to Anfield because we have a terrible record at Anfield, basically. So I don't like that game at all. Liverpool became 2 times against Chelsea. Don't understand that, Tanmi. How you got 80 people? I mean, good conversation. 3-1 first leg, second leg 2-0. My assumption 5-1. Liverpool 5, Arsenal 1. Why? When you consider we were beaten 4-0 by the Geezers last time, we are beaten 4-0 by them when they had Salah on the pitch, Mane on the pitch, Van Dijk on the pitch, Alisson on the pitch. All those guys will not be on the pitch next month. That is what I'm trying to say. Liverpool will smash us. Okay. For me, it's going to be Chelsea versus Liverpool in the final, according to Moses. Elias said, asking for an opportunity to extend Spurs trophyless run wouldn't be such a bad idea for a perfect New Year plan, would it? Definitely not, Elias. Definitely not. Opportunity. What word am I looking for? What the hell? Permission granted. Why is it so hard to find the word permission? Permission granted, Elias. Please take out Tottenham from this competition. Extend their trophyless run, and I'll definitely appreciate it. Then in the final, if you face Arsenal, we won't have to beat you 4 goals or 5 goals. We'll just beat you 1-0 because you took out Tottenham. Liverpool honestly look closest to Bayern right now. I'll edit that, Tanmi. Liverpool's first team honestly look closest to Bayern right now. Not a Liverpool with Minamino and Gomez on the pitch. Jordan says no. Liverpool lads gained experience today, so I think it's 90 minutes plus these games, says Banita. Play-Doh says Arsenal suck. It's simple. Whatever you say, Play-Doh. Mufaro says Liverpool players have experience in bigger games, unlike Arsenal. So I can change that and tell you Arsenal enjoy playing in cup competitions more than Liverpool. True or false? Every time we get into this stage in the FA Cup and stuff like that, usually get to the final. Arsenal, Alex says, "Hi, bro, we are going out." Alex is done. Alex has given up. Liverpool are through, according to Alex. Christopher says Arsenal might take Liverpool to penalties. It's 2 legs, so that would be interesting because 2 legs and then extra time. And I think there's extra time in the second leg. If we win silverware this season, they picked the right time for this all or nothing documentary. They'll probably edit that part out, Riley. They want Arsenal to fail. I can tell you the Amazon guys want Liverpool to absolutely smash us in the next round and probably Nottingham Forest to beat us in the FA Cup as well. Banita says Arsenal will show up is who want it more. Liverpool line is key. As I said, I think we'll beat Liverpool in the first leg. The problem is the second leg. They could just easily decide to play Jota, Van Dijk, and those kind of players in the second leg. And it's going to be different. Stoke says Arsenal, Alex. No, I agree with you, Christopher. Tom says 5-0, both legs. So Tom, I'll actually write, I'm actually writing your channels down. I hope you actually do the watch alongs because when that time comes, I'll be tuning in. I'm a Liverpool fan and I'm nervous about Arsenal, says Christopher. I don't know if I'm going to take you seriously, Christopher. Liverpool fans usually say that. I don't trust you. The truth is we have a terrible record at Anfield, but the truth is when it comes to cup competitions, we are pretty good. And the truth is if Arsenal play the second team and Liverpool play the second team, Arsenal will win the game. If they both play the first teams, Liverpool will probably win the game, obviously. So Tom says that's Arsenal. Moses says because we keep flopping, and for me, we need to score 3 before them because they can destroy us. We need to score 3 before them. Moses, are you an Arsenal fan? Salah and Mane won't be there. I'll keep on saying that. Those are the guys that really make me nervous. So I know Minamino scored like 2 times against us, all that. Now, the worst thing that could happen right now is for them to postpone the African Cup. That would be so Arsenal's luck. They'll probably postpone the African Cup now so that Salah and Mane can play against Arsenal. These Amazon guys in the African Cup guys probably have a deal as well. Ogled Chamberlain owes Arsenal, says Banita. Ogled Chamberlain to score the winning goal in the second leg. I could feel it already. Is there 2 legs? Yes, Christopher. Home and away. Arsenal will play the first game at home at the Emirates and the second game at Anfield. Last season, it was only 1 game because of COVID, but this season it's back to 2 games. Horia says AFCON may be postponed. Please, God, no. Please, no. Let it be played so that Salah and Mane can go. I know for us as well, the likes of Partey are going and El Neni and those kind of players. Play-Doh says yes. By the way, Play-Doh, I don't mind the banter, by the way. You can say whatever you want about Arsenal. It's just all banter. Tom says the final will be Tottenham against Liverpool, or a repeat of the Champions League final from 2019. Listen, if it's a final between Liverpool and Tottenham, send me the Liverpool shirt. Send me the Liverpool shirt from 2008 with Steven Gerrard at the back. I will wear it that day because I'll be supporting Liverpool again. But if it's Arsenal against Tottenham, we better not lose. Liverpool are unstoppable, but without W. Says Play-Doh. I'm going to dinner in a few minutes. Been a good chat, no problem. But I'm ending it as well. I know it's a bit late and a bit early in most places, and it's a weekday as well. They won 4-0, eliminate Mane and Salah, and consider the fact that they've scored 2 and played big parts in the other 2. We have a chance. Eliminate Alisson as well because Alisson doesn't play in the Carabao Cup. Eliminate Van Dijk as well because he'll probably not play in the Carabao Cup as well. Robertson, Trent, maybe not. Maybe the likes of Henderson could play. Maybe he'll be back by then. Maybe Van Dijk could be okay by then. Even as a Liverpool fan, with respectful banter, no problem, man. I don't know if the United fans watching here though. Liverpool are unstoppable, but without Salah and Mane, it will be a bit more challenging. But we'll still smash you guys. Okay, Play-Doh. Okay, Play-Doh. We also won't have. Have you met Martinelli, Play-Doh? I don't know if Play-Doh has met Martinelli. Have you met Martinelli, the new Ronaldo? I mean, everyone has the big talk until you meet the new Ronaldo. Yeah, everyone has the big talk until you meet the new Ronaldo Martinelli. Everyone is a star until they face Saka. Everyone is a star until they come across Odegaard. Oh yeah, I found, by the way, I actually just found this picture. Oh goodness me. I think I should end the stream now. Jota scoring against us. Get that picture out of my face now. Jota scored against us last time out. He always scores against us. Is it one leg or two legs? 2 legs, Luca. If it was up to Amazon, we'd be fighting relegation and playing 6 pointers with Norwich and Newcastle. I'm pretty sure they were loving it at the beginning of the season when we were playing against Norwich, and Norwich were favorites to beat us at the Emirates. Tough days, man. They were actually, Norwich faced Arsenal and Norwich were above us. They were actually favorites at the Emirates. Terrible days. Big up. 2 legs, Luca. Hi, Luca. 2 legs, says Mr. Williams. Score 3 before us. We'll just do what we did tonight. Came back from 3-0 down and ended up winning 5-1. Penn says Play-Doh. Liverpool are very confident. Liverpool are pretty confident. So let's see how it goes. Well, now, what I wouldn't want to happen is for us to beat Liverpool and then go and lose in the final. That would be very sad. AFCON, Amazon, Secret Society of Rest that hates Arsenal. They just want us to fail. And clearly opposition fans as well, Riley. Atita out, you just you got to be Atita out. Give me a reason, Luca. Give me a reason. Give me a reason to be Atita out. I'm pretty sure I know a lot of people who said we are going to be 8th right now. Yes, you can say Tottenham and Man United have games in hand, but you rather have the points than games in hand. I am surprised you pronounced my name right. Did I? Cheers from Romania, from a Liverpool fan. How are you? I'm thankful for that. I remember a Romanian legend called Mutu. You remember Adrian Mutu, former Chelsea player? He used to be quite mad, man. He used to be crazy. Mufaro says Arsenal will not beat Liverpool at Anfield. Okay, we don't need to beat Liverpool at Anfield. All we need to do is to beat them at the Emirates and then probably just go for a draw at Anfield. We don't really need to win at Anfield. Take it easy until next time. Respect, no problem. Banita, take care. Have a Merry Christmas if you are celebrating it. I've seen Martinelli doesn't scare me one bit, mate, says Play-Doh. Okay. Play-Doh, by the way, make sure to subscribe and tune into this channel on Arsenal Play Liverpool. I want to see in the comment section whether you win or whether you lose. Blessed Holiday, says Banita. Y'all haven't met Gabriel Martidinho and Bukayo Saka. I mean, rest in peace to Maradona, but even Maradona, I mean, even Saka. Okay, I won't say anything bad about Maradona, but I wanted to say Maradona wants to be like Bukayo Saka when he grows up, but rest in peace to Maradona. But every other player wants to be Saka when they grow up. Liverpool will smash us on aggregate. They won't. Jota owns Martinelli, no fear, says Mufar. There's plenty of Liverpool fans on here, guys. We are attacked by the Liverpool fans. Yes, we'll smash Arsenal, and I'll come here and make sure you remember me. I'll not forget you. I'll definitely not forget you and what he said. I'll definitely not forget what he said. I'll actually screenshot it and come back here and show you I'm talking about not being scared of Martinelli. But before then, we actually do have two big games coming up on January 1st and January 2nd. Chelsea will play Liverpool. Arsenal will play Man City. Now, that is a game I definitely do not like. Arsenal versus City, I do not like playing City. I'd rather face Liverpool than City. City now usually smashes by 5 goals for fun. Motu was mad until they caught him sniffing coke. Yeah, he was a crazy guy. He was a crazy guy. Yes, I will do, no problem. I subbed and put notifications on. Thank you, Play-Doh. Thank you. I appreciate it. So Arsenal versus Tottenham in the next round. Chelsea versus Arsenal versus Liverpool. Why do I keep on saying Tottenham? Maybe I actually did want Tottenham. Arsenal versus Liverpool in the next round, and Chelsea against Tottenham. Arsenal versus Liverpool, Chelsea against Tottenham. I hope I say that right. So it's on screen. It should be so easy to read it. Arsenal versus Liverpool, Chelsea versus Tottenham. It was great. This was a great chat, man. All those Liverpool fans, Chelsea fans, Tottenham fans, so many fans. Do you think we can beat City at the Emirates with that kind of form? Nah, man. No. I think City will win the title. And as I've said to the Liverpool fans and Chelsea fans, it could easily be City 10 points ahead by middle of January. For us, we could bring, looking at our bench on that day, for example, we could see a half-fit Lokonga, we could see Holding, Ketty, and then you look at the City bench. City's second team has Mahrez, De Bruyne, Fernandinho. Ferran Torres is about to leave, but he used to be in their second team. I mean, Laporte. Their second team is pretty scary. So let's see. Alex, I'm doing pretty well. I could have been better if we got Tottenham and not Liverpool, but I'm doing pretty well. Things are looking good right now. We are playing decently, even though Play-Doh and the other Liverpool fans like Mufara are saying Liverpool are playing really well. I think we're also playing well. We've improved. We are scoring goals, which we didn't at the beginning of the season. We have to try and get to Liverpool's level because I think Liverpool have scored like almost 50 Premier League goals this season. So we need to get on that level very soon to compete with them. You'll just never be at our level, mate, says Play-Doh. Okay, Play-Doh. You'll just never win a season unbeaten, Play-Doh. You'll just never be invincible, Play-Doh. I know they're going to say you'll never win a European trophy. It's so easy to predict these things. Don't worry though. Martinelli and Saka will provide the magic, and then people won't have to say Arsenal has never won a European trophy again in the next 3 years. Can we finish in the top 4 and get Champions League football, says Moses. So my top 4 is at the beginning of the season, my top 5 was City to win, Chelsea second, Liverpool third, Man United fourth, Arsenal fifth. That was my prediction at the beginning of the season. Right now, I still think it's going to be hard to get the top 4 because Man United still have the likes of Ronaldo and those kind of players. But if we keep on beating the teams that we are supposed to beat, the Burnleys, the Leeds, and all that, even if we lose to City and lose to Liverpool and draw with Chelsea or something like that, you still look good to get the top 4. But as of now, I'd still say City to win the league, Liverpool to finish second, Chelsea to finish third, and Arsenal to finish fourth. I hope so. I still think Man U have a good team still. So I'm going to say Arsenal fourth. Hopefully, if we get top 4, it's going to be such a good end to the season because no one expected Arsenal to get top 4. Haria says, now jokes aside, let's be serious, Haria. I'm trying not to be biased, but it will be too enjoyable and tough fixtures because Arsenal doesn't look bad at all. It's definitely going to be like that. And also, the last time Liverpool played Arsenal in the Carabao Cup, there was a 5-5 draw. If we get 2 5-5 draws home and away, we'll really have enjoyed ourselves. So let's see how it goes. You said it yourself, you need to get to our level, and yes, you'll never win a European Cup. Did I say that, Play-Doh? I just said you need to get on your goal scoring level. You still need to be better than us defensively. You need to score more corners than us. There's a lot that has improved. I have positive things to say about all the teams. Like Trent, for me, is one of the best right backs ever. Like I think very soon he'll be on the Dani Alves level and stuff like that. He's very good going forward on the best right backs. Alisson, even if he plays, Play-Doh, you know that, and any other Liverpool fan watching, Alisson does have a mistake or 2 in his game. So even if he plays, he can make an error or 2. So far this season, like it or not, Ramsdale has been better than Alisson this season. True or false? He has been better than him this season. But the problem is, we will see Callagher and Leno in the in the Carabao Cup games anyway. So I have positive two things to say about Liverpool. You've been really good this season in terms of scoring goals. As I said, AC Milan, Porto, Atletico Madrid, it totally obliterated all of them. City are looking good as well with all De Bruyne back. Chelsea have dropped off, but they'll have the likes of Lukaku back. Arsenal are looking good as well. We are scoring goals. We are scoring from, I think Arsenal has scored the most corners this season. That is a definite improvement. So anyone saying Arteta out, they're just looking at the negatives. I can tell you plenty of positives as well. Like when was the last time Arsenal scored? I think we've scored like 9 corner kicks this season or something crazy like that. That is an improvement in our game. Our defense has definitely improved as well. Yeah, let's see how we do at Anfield. But my fear is we could still beat Liverpool and then end up losing the final. Don't turn a blind eye on Minamino. He'll want to prove himself for the penalty miss, says Mufaro. I mean, Minamino scored 2 goals against us either way. I think he scored against us in the league the other day and also in the Community Shield 2 years ago or last year. Alisson does make errors made, but he always does something to make up for it. He does. I can also say the same thing about Ramsdale. Alisson is good from playing at the back, and Ramsdale as well is helped us score like 3 or 4 goals this season. But anyway, they won't play in the Carabao Cup. It will be Minamino up against probably Nketiah. It will be Matt Daly up against maybe Tsimikas. It will be who else who will play that game? I don't know if Origi will be fit by then. He'll probably start up front. It'll be him against Holding. So it's going to be second team against second team. May the best team win. This is a competition you really want to win, though. You guys have the Champions League, the Premier League. For us, this competition is really big for us because it would be such a good thing for the likes of Saka and Martinelli to win a cup early on in their career. I'm not going to lie, Ramsdale is a world-class goalkeeper, says Mufaro. Ramsdale says, thank you, Mufaro. Ramsdale says thank you, and he's quite happy with that. He definitely says thank you. Last few comments before I end it. I've been alive for almost 2 hours. Great chat, though. I really enjoyed this one. Hopefully, we can see you guys in the Champions League. I hate both Spurs and Man United. Horia, just for saying that, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You're a legend just for saying that. Both you hate both Spurs and Man United. Thank you. You know both. You know a lot of football just by saying that. Arsenal in the top 4 sounds better. I would have loved Liverpool against Tottenham so that Liverpool can take Tottenham out. Unfortunately, no Alisson, but Carlisle is in goal. Not gonna lie, has so much energy. Stanby, yeah, he has Ramsdale. I love Leno, but Ramsdale has earned his place to play the semi. So, quick predictions again. I'm going to go for Arsenal to win the first leg by 2-1, and then in the second leg 2-2. Liverpool could get the late goal, and then we'll probably see extra time or penalties or something. Has so much energy, Stanley. It's nearly 1 in the morning here in South Africa. I'm a log off. Take care, Glenn. I saw someone asking where I am right now. I'm in Kenya right now. It's 1 a.m. at Riley's place. It's 2 a.m. right here. So it's pretty late. It's 2 a.m. right here. It should be sleeping hours right now. So I appreciate it. Riley, where are you from before you go? Joburg, Durban, Cape Town. Horia says Ramsdale is pretty good. This is not gonna lie. I have him at FPL. Speaking of FPL, so by the way, I do have a second channel where I usually talk about every other team, including the Champions League, where I can actually talk about the Champions League legally because I'm an Arsenal fan. Sometimes you're banned from talking about the Champions League. So I'll put this. I hope I've got the link. So I have a second channel. I'm trying to get to 500 subscribers on there as well. So let's see. Thank you guys for watching. I'm seeing almost 70 likes. I really appreciate it. Good conversation. I didn't actually know it's going to be so good to talk about other teams as well. Second channel. So yeah, anyone who subscribed to my second channel, I'll definitely appreciate it. So who mentioned Horia mentioned FPL. So I do talk about FPL in the Champions League fantasy in that other channel. So there's the link. I've pinned it. So make sure to subscribe to my other channel as well. That's why I do FPL. I'll probably post one tomorrow. 3-1 Liverpool there, bro, says Damian. Swansea City fan as well. How are you doing in the championship? Do you think you'll get promoted? I really enjoyed the stream so much. First time I started with notes. Thank you, Mifar. I appreciate it. Kala is young, energetic. Not that Alisson isn't, but that always helps. you guys definitely improved in terms of your second and first choice goalkeepers. The likes of Mignolet and Karius used to be a calamity, man. Durban, I didn't expect you to know South African cities. We could still go with more. Which one have I forgotten? Durban, Cape Town, Joburg, Pretoria. Come on, we could go all day, Riley. We could go all day. You got a sub, mate. Thank you, Hori. I appreciate it. I'm also in South Africa, says Play-Doh. Wow, a lot of South Africans. Gauteng, I appreciate it. A lot of South Africans, so really appreciate it. Make sure to sub to my second channel as well. That's why I do FPL and Champions League content. Mufaro says I'm also South African. Well, a lot of South Africans here. Stephen Pina, the legends, Aaron Mokoena. I really love football, so you can ask me about any player. We could go all night. And also the last thing on South Africa, personally, 2010 was my best ever World Cup. Like the Vuvuzelas, the final with Spain and Netherlands, Iniesta scoring that goal, Shabalala scoring that first goal against Mexico, England against USA. The 2010 World Cup was amazing. If I was to go back in time and do something, I would definitely attend the 2010 World Cup. That is something I'm always gutted that maybe I was young back then, so I really wanted to. I would have loved to go to South Africa for the 2010 World Cup. So, Soccer City. Not this year, bro, but next year, I think we will be right up there. I mean, I've seen the likes of Bournemouth. Is it Bournemouth? I think Fulham have not won in like 6 games, so there's still a chance for anyone to get promoted. Shout out to you, Riley, and everyone else in South Africa, and wherever you're watching from, Mexico, USA, Australia, Kenya, Uganda, Romania, Canada, Japan, Korea, China, wherever you're watching from, I appreciate it. I think it's time to end the stream. Make sure you guys tune into the other streams. Premier League this weekend, back on Sunday. If you're going to be celebrating Christmas, shout out to you. I appreciate it. Last 2 comments. Honestly, I complain about this country a lot and I can't wait to migrate, but this is where I was born and I'll never forget that. See you, Glenn. No problem. Anyway, back to soccer, says Play-Doh. Like I said, Liverpool are different. Arsenal really need to grow up. That's why I'm not, even if we get eliminated by Liverpool, it's all good. We still have a young team, still have a team to grow. So I appreciate you guys, man, for watching. Let's end it there. Make sure to sub, make sure to drop a like. I appreciate it. Really good chat. I tell you, this is an Arsenal channel, but I really enjoyed conversing with you guys. Keep staying safe. Have a Merry Christmas, and I'll catch up with you guys on the next one.